Welcome to Nutz at Night, episode number 80. Nutz at Night is a show, it's tech-centric, meaning it revolves around tech, because centric comes from the Latin root word centre, meaning the center. I'm very good with Latin derivations. Steve D'Amico is the co-host of Nutz at Night. What's going on with you?
I'm getting a lot of I'm in the middle of an apocalypse of bad LCD panels, but specifically not cracked ones or broken ones or anything like that. It's not physically damaged. It's mainly the little bulbs inside the panels they just keep coming to me burnt. It's driving me nuts.
Really?
That's my current wave. And it's a big wave. No viruses. I've scanned some customer systems that come to me completely virus free. But bad bulbs of all, as far as the eye can see.
Not inverters, bulbs.
Bulbs. Oh, 100%. Actually, I would die. I can't remember the last inverter I've seen.
Really?
I would die if I finally found a new bad inverter. Yeah.
It's getting old. I mean, the technology's changing, so it's going to be old. You're going to be replacing LEDs now, and no inverters.
Well, I don't think. Well, no, I don't think you could replace those because I think they're embedded somehow or some way. Yeah.
But I'm just saying the day of the bulbs is coming to an end.
Yeah, I'm kind of going to be happy with that. But I've been changing them actually in panels for repair techs. Yeah.
What? You're friggin' nuts. You're nuts. You're nuts. I did about 5 of those jobs successfully, but at the end of each one telling to myself, I'm never going to do this again. Why do you do that?
I hate myself. I think that's what it is.
I don't know how you put yourself through that.
You know what? You're absolutely right. It's a nightmare pretty much every time. And every time I start to do it, I go, I don't know why I'm doing this. But the problem is that when I get successful, I'm so proud of myself that it kind of spurs on the next tragedy.
A new screen. Why don't you just get him a new screen?
Well, okay, here's the situation for everybody out there that's not familiar exactly what we're talking about. Inside of all LCD panels and laptops, there's a spaghetti. It's literally like a uncooked piece of spaghetti. It's pretty much just as long. It's pretty much just as brittle, and it's a cold cathode tube. It's basically a long light, and at the ends, that's where I'm getting a lot of where it dies. And then it's on 2 wires that run to the inverter. And for me, I'm getting a lot of them where they're burnt down on the edges.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna
like a nutcase, you're repairing them.
Yeah, they're not. It's not a serviceable part inside the panel because that's where it is, and it's in layers. And I've literally gotten the panels I've undid the layers where they're fanned out like peacocks.
Yeah.
Like peacock feathers. Where I'm fanning them completely out, and then I'm looking at it going, there's no way I'm going to be able to get this thing to work again because I've taken it too far apart.
Right.
And I put it back together, and it looks good.
Yeah.
It works great. I did the 2 that I did recently. One was one had a hint of little tube that was a hint of the bulb, almost like a bright kind of shadow of the bulb. You can see it.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's not that great. But I was looking at it and kind of playing with it. And I'm thinking the guy's actually going to go for it, because it's $100 less. Because I don't have to buy the whole panel. And then the other one I did, it came out almost perfect.
Yeah, but how long does it take you to do these?
Not that long. Maybe about 20 minutes or so.
No way.
Yeah,
You're lying.
No, I'm getting good at it.
Dude, but all right, well, let me ask you this. Do you do, for me anyway, you have to technically break the plastic on the screen to get the bulb out, right? Or have you found, okay, you do have to physically break it. There's got to be a snap. Yeah. Okay. I knew it. I knew that was the only way, unless I was...
It is the only way.
Okay.
But here's the thing. When you break the bottom part, there's plastic molding. There's the white plastic molding around the panel. And I literally you undo it, you undo the little tiny screws and you save them.
Snap it.
And then just break it right off. And then as long as it fits back together, then it...
Right.
Because
it'll fit back together, and it screws. You got the screws that keep it in place.
But it never goes back together right.
Yes, that's the thing. That's the thing. Never. That's once. See, if I could get it back to normal state, I might do them still, but I could never get it back to where it was just perfect. So.
It's never perfect. It seems that way, at least.
Dude, let me just give you some advice. Stop doing them.
Well,
Buy new screens.
well, okay. Here's my reason. Here's my reasoning, which is not really completely healthy minded. I get I get the system. I know what it is. I got the bulb right, and I go and I look at the bulb. I look up the panel. The panel's $100, and it takes like 5 days to 4 days, week, whatever the hell it is,
I know what
to
you
get
mean.
it. I want to get this thing out of here. I want to get my money. I just want it out of my office. So I just go. Maybe I'll give the guy. Maybe I'll try it and see what the guy, and save this person $100. What the hell? I'll give it. I'll give it a whirl. Of course, I've broken them and I've snapped the little bulbs and done all sorts of craziness in between all this. I don't want to make it sound like it's a very successful thing to do.
Right.
It is crazy to do this. Almost no techs will ever even attempt to do this.
No, let's put it this way: no business-minded techs, because I'm the hacker-minded techs will do. They won't be able to resist, just like you're talking about, and just like I know what you're going through. You look it up on eBay; it's $100, and you go, I could replace this bulb, and it's only going to cost me like $8 to get the bulb, and I could charge it whatever. But then it just turns into a nightmare.
Oh, I never do that. That's one thing I never do. I never buy.
Oh, you get them out of old screens.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Every single time.
Okay.
Because the new ones don't come with wires. You have to solder on new wires.
I used to do that.
Oh, no. I wouldn't even come close to that. No way. I would rather throw myself out the window. I'd throw myself.
Okay. This is not too bad then. So when you snip the white plastic piece off,
break it off.
You just take an old broken one that you broke off of another screen, and put that plastic piece on.
No. What I do is
you actually pull the bulb out.
I pull the complete bulb out of a broken panel, hold that, and then I just
soldering those wires doesn't take too long. It's 2 solder points.
Yeah, but then how do you? But there's rubber at the end of those solder points, like that rubber little square thing on each side of the bulb. How do you do that?
That rubber. That rubber comes. I pull the rubber out so the wire's exposed, unsolder it, and then put the new wire on and put the rubber back on. Yeah, that's how I did it. Hey, I stopped doing it for a reason.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
But
I'm running out of bulbs, by the way, so I don't think I can continue this
because
they're not coming. They're coming in unbroken constantly, and I'm robbing bulbs from broken ones. I'm running out of bulbs.
I'll tell you what.
I used to hand them out.
Yeah, I remember. How much are you charging for these jobs?
$120.
Okay. I mean, as far as overhead, I mean, there's nothing. So it's not like you're buying parts. So, yes. 120 would still drive a business-oriented person crazy, but that's what I was charging. What am I going to say?
And I literally get them done in about 20-something minutes.
Great.
Well, no. I mean, actually, it's longer. Because I got to take the bulb once I get to the panel, and it takes about 20 minutes to change the bulb. But then I got to put it all back together, and that takes longer.
So you just conveniently forgot that fact.
Oh, I should.
But it takes about an hour then. Half and 45 minutes. Okay.
Maybe about 45, something like that.
Well, if you do 8 of them a day at $120 an hour, that's good money.
Well, I'm not doing 8 a day. And I wouldn't do that. I couldn't do 8 of these a day. I'd be out of bulbs in no time. I'm down to like a last few.
I have to ask you actually in the post show, because last post show I left early, but there were some talks going on about some new business ideas that you were tinkering with. I want to know how's it going with that. Is it going okay? Going better? Going good?
Well, I changed my pricing.
Okay.
For my shop. That's going great. Nobody's ever said, "Oh, that's too much."
Okay.
I had a couple of people that were like, they kind of looked like a couple of guys came in here and there that after I've already done, changed my pricing. They came in, and they kind of their eyes got a little wider when I said my new pricing. But they looked like they had just woken up under a bridge somewhere, so I would expect them to feel that way about any price.
And those aren't the customers you want, the bridge dwellers.
No, I don't really care about them too much. I mean, they don't really know that many people to tell, But but it's still one. I had one person. I had one person actually give me a hard time after a job has been completed. I told them how much the job would be. They kind of pretend like they didn't hear me, but they heard me. I knew they did. Did the job, and then I handed them the bill, and they just went like, "What?" And it was kind of I had to literally fight for my money back. I had to fight for my money. What I did was I did a point of sale job. I replaced I took a broken system and replaced it with a new system and charged $75 for the hour, which only took an hour to do it, and billed him $300 for the broken point of sale, which is like, I mean, it's like nothing for point of sale units. Right. But this one was valued would be about that much because it's an old one. Right. And then so it was $375 for the bill. The guy wanted to pay me only $100.
Wow. So you don't want that guy as a customer. This is all right. We'll get to that. We'll get to that in the post show.
Yeah, I wasn't too. I didn't look at it like, oh my god, I gotta make sure this guy calls me back. And I was like, no, I don't really care if he doesn't call me back if he's not willing to pay at least $75 an hour plus $300 for a system. I mean, I did professional work for him. I deserve a professional price. That was my kind of thing. He told me he was going to have basically teenagers come and work on his point of sales in a busy restaurant. I was like, good luck with that idea.
Yeah, let him do it. Good riddance.
I was like, I'm waiting for that call because I have a couple of people tell me, oh, let him do that. He's gonna do that. Let him do it, and then let him call crying because you're gonna have even bigger messes to clean up. Yeah.
Well, it's good to hear you're doing better.
Yeah, not bad.
Let me do a little thing here. Well, you were talking about Screenopolis. Is that because of the snow you're having up there? That's what is no. Well, it's Snowmageddon or Snowopolis. It's not in your area though, right?
Snowmageddon. There's been a bunch of different names for what's been going on. It's not in my part of the country, but I've been kind of watching it a little bit here and there, and it's unbelievable.
Is it in Pennsylvania?
No, I think it was Chicago. It might have been parts of Pennsylvania. I'm not sure though.
Chicago, but it was definitely Chicago. Massachusetts? No, not Boston. I don't know.
No, I don't think so. Okay. It was definitely Chicago. Got slammed. Oh
really?
My god, unbelievable! You want to check out some of these pictures? I'm gonna post in the chat. Here we go. It was these are some of the pictures. Unbelievable. They actually had to. There was a road. I think it's called Shore Drive or something. It's a highway, and they had to. They had the just huge line of cars. People abandoned them all.
That's awesome. I mean,
you see that?
Yeah, the one that's straight up. I mean, it's not good, but it's awesome how it landed like that and stayed like that.
Yeah, I don't. It makes sense to me.
You see that road? Okay, in that picture number one, you see that road? Mm-hmm. I would get in my car. This is what I would do if that happened around where I lived. I would get in my car and I would get on that road. And I would drive and have fun and skid around.
Yeah. Well, what happened the snow came, and it came really fast. It was a blizzard, and it was during I think rush hour on Shore Drive. And what happened was there was it was pretty backed up as it was, but then there was a couple of accidents. So now everybody's waiting for these accidents to get cleared up. But there was a few of them in the same area, so it was a lot to clear up. Plus, all the snow was coming in really heavy. The cars were waiting so long they got stuck. All of them got stuck.
I see the pictures of it. Those are like live pictures. People are in those cars just waiting to drive. Looks like they've been stranded there.
No, all those cars in that fourth picture were abandoned.
Okay.
They abandoned them all. Everybody had to abandon, and we're talking hundreds and hundreds. I don't know how many for sure.
That's just amazing.
And some people, they left their doors open. I don't know why. I think a lot of them ran out of gas, and there's like 3 feet of snow in between all these cars on a highway, and abandoned them. I don't know. Some people left their doors open, windows. A bus left its door.
Oh my God, you're right. The windows are freaking open.
Yeah, I don't know why. There's obviously some kind of reason for it. It's just terrible. I mean, it was really, really bad.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
What's up with that little dog?
I don't know.
Okay. He wasn't stranded. Looks like he's stranded. No, the owner went for coffee. All right.
Dogs. Some dogs love the snow.
Yeah, he doesn't look that bent out of shape.
He's also got a fur coat.
And what's this one? A girl's going through a revolving door.
Some people were using skis to get around.
It is Chicago, huh? Very neat.
Yeah, it's amazing, really amazing. I mean, we got it really bad here in New York, but not like this. this is so much worse than what we got. And they had like frozen chunks in the water and slamming against beaches. I mean, just really wild stuff.
I like the one of the pedestrian leaping over the median, and that's weird.
Yeah, that was a really popular one too. Yeah, he was. Yeah, and we got ice sheets of ice over everything.
Wow.
That's one of the things we got, and we got like about 3 snowstorms. So we had it bad here in New York, but not like this. Just absolutely nothing like this. I mean, there's overturned buses and all sorts of craziness.
Wow, man, it's hardcore.
Yeah. Yeah, really, really bad. Some people came back and tried to dig their cars out, spent 3 hours trying and just gave up and left.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow,
So
there's a million pictures on this site. This is, if you want to check, there's a ton of pictures on this site. It's BuzzFeed.com. The 40 most amazing pictures of the blizaster of 2011. Very cool.
Yeah.
And on the right-hand side, supermodels and sexy lingerie. What's not to love? Okay. For those of you easily distracted, you will navigate over to there. Neat. That's good stuff, man.
Yeah, it really is pretty good. I've seen even some people on Twitter. They were posting some pictures of their house, and it was wild.
Wow. I'm glad I'm not there. Hey, remember I was making a let's see here. By the way, this is an awesome camera I'm holding. It's I might as well talk about this. It's a Logitech C270Z, I think. Walmart, $30. If you watch Podnutz Pro, this is the camera I used this was Lalo's camera. HD, super clear, $30. I bought 3 of them, so we're gonna have different views and different angles here. I'll show you. This is the actual. Oops, that's not it. This is the actual view from that camera. If I hold it still, you can see it's a pretty good shot. Pretty good clarity.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's my Linux computer. This is the freaking iMac. Anyway, I'm pointing it down towards the iPad. Because remember I was making those, I talked about that cartoon program I got the other week? Well, I made a cartoon starring characters from Nutz at Night. Let's see if I can get it so there's no glare. It's tough to do this without glare. Anyway, I think I have the sound piped through the speaker. So let me just make sure. This is an app for children. It's called Toontastic, and here's my latest creation. It's called Relief. Here we go. Written by Steve C. Relief. Oh no.
I can't hear it.
All right, okay, I know why. Oops. How do I rewind? Okay, here we go. Good. It's not going to be a total disaster. It will work. Just can't get that glare out. It's the only thing. All right, here we go. Yes. Welcome to Podnutz, episode number. Dang, what episode am I on? I can't remember. I'm gonna go find out. That was the Podnutz studio. Hey, Steve D. I'm trying to do an episode of Podnutz, but I can't remember what episode I'm on. Do you know? Well, I really don't know, but somebody came into my shop the other day, and they wanted me to fix a laptop, so I bought all these point-of-sale printers, and I'm trying to sell them, but I can't really sell them, and eBay's giving me a hard time, and this sucks, and... Okay, Steve, I gotta go, sorry. That was scene 2. Hey, Dor. Do you know what episode of Podnutz I'm on? Man, I have, utterly no idea. I'm completely clued to hophilopagophagus. Dor, you just made up that word. I know. Timster, do you know what episode I'm on? Hey, Steve. No, I really don't know what episode you're on, but I got this app I want to talk about on Android App Addicts for next week. Timster, we already went over that app. But thanks anyway. See you later. That was scene 2. 3. Hey, guys. I'm trying to do an episode of Podnutz, but I don't know what episode number I'm on. Lalo, do you? Hey, sorry, man. No, but I gotta go to the Waffle House. See ya. How about you, William? Dude, I really don't know, but you don't happen to have a clean extra pair of socks, do you? Preferably with numbers written on them? No, sorry, William. See you later. How about you, Chris? Do you know? I think you're on episode 6,000. 6,000? No, sorry, that's just how much I charged my customers today. See ya. Well, if I don't know what episode I'm on, if I don't find out soon, I'm gonna jump off this cliff, like right now! No! Wait a minute. I can breathe. Then Steve remembered. This was all a dream. Podnutz got bought out by AOL 2 years ago. He doesn't even need to know what episode number he's on. Wow, it was all a dream. Thank goodness. The end. Beautiful, huh? I made that myself. That was made completely myself. No artists, no fancy equipment, no, I don't know, musical production.
It looked like it.
It was completely professional. What do you mean it looked like it? Anyway, I just whipped it together. Some of the dialogue could have been better, but first thing that came to my mind. Anyway, it's totally an app for kids, so it's super, super simple, and that is just so fun to make. I mean, think about it. The possibilities are endless. So yeah.
Is that how you're gonna tell everybody about the AOL thing?
What's already been told.
Oh, okay. All right. That's how everybody gets to know.
That's how they know. Yep. Obviously that didn't happen because we're still here, and I'm still wearing crappy T-shirts. So I'm not wearing like satin collared shirts. Anyway, it's Toontastic, and the funny thing is, you can upload all your done cartoons to ToonTube, but you have to get your parents' permission first. So make sure that you have a parent or legal guardian there when you want to upload to ToonTube. Anyway, I thought that you guys deserved to see the full production of Relief by Steve Gergen.
Did you get your permission slip signed?
Actually, I typed in myself, and then something went wrong, and I couldn't upload it. So they kind of shafted me there. All right, what else you got? You want to talk about?
I got two things that are pretty quick. At least I think so. One, the Ricky Gervais saga. I'm not sure if everybody followed the rest of the Ricky Gervais thing, but Ricky Gervais was in fact actually invited to host the Golden Globes again.
No.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what they're saying. That's what I don't know if it's completely confirmed, but at least it's a strong rumor, and it's been told that it's real, that it really is true. So I don't know if it's 100% true. But then there's also the other side of the rumor where he's saying that he might not do it, or he won't do it. I'm not sure.
You know what? I don't know if I would do it if I was him either. I mean, he went in there with the intent, like you said, to blow himself up, accomplish that. Why go back? It's almost like he's too good for the Golden Globes now. I don't know.
You know what? I think he might not do it just because I don't think he can. I don't know if he'll want to try to top himself.
Right. It wouldn't be smart. It wouldn't be smart if he did that.
But nothing gave the. I mean, no, that was one of the biggest events that happened in the Golden Globes. I mean, nobody. It gave them massive ratings, and lots of buzz. So that's why, of course, they want him back. I mean, they need those ratings. Ratings, means money, and he did a fantastic job for them.
Yeah, I guess he did. Which it makes us question whether it was planned or not. Do you know if it was not planned?
I cannot imagine that it was planned. Well, it was planned by him, of course, but the way they do it is they just basically usually just say, all right, you're just do what you got to do.
Right.
And he says pretty much whatever he wants to say. Now, not always does that work. I mean, like a lot of if you see like a lot of the late night shows, the comedians on there, everything is ironed out beforehand so that there's no real surprises.
Right.
But in this case, there was some surprises. Definitely some surprises, So yeah, it's interesting. I'd love to see if he's going to be on it again. I think the only reason why he wouldn't do it is just because he doesn't want to top himself.
Yeah, I don't think it would be smart. Not as a comedian. I mean, it's like you said, he blew himself up. But what's the next thing? Is there any other breaking news on it? What?
Yeah. Well, my my favorite. Well, this is one of my favorite things of news. It's been confirmed. Beavis and Butthead are coming back to MTV.
Are you serious?
Yeah, yes, it is. For anybody that hasn't known just yet, it pretty much hit the wires. It's been rumored for a while. As soon as the rumors really became, there were really strong rumors that they were coming back, and that the rumor was originally that Mike Judge was making new episodes, and now MTV has actually came out and said that it's true. I forget what show it was called. I forget the show what show it was, but also of all people, which I think is kind of funny, that Justin Bieber tweeted that Beavis and Butthead are coming back.
Justin Bieber?
Yeah. It's kind of funny that Justin Bieber announces that Beavis and Butthead are coming back, considering that when Beavis and Butthead premiered on MTV, he wasn't even born yet. I don't think he was even conceived. He was, so I think that's kind of an interesting kind of thing.
Yeah, but I don't know if he really likes it or is its attempt to be cool. He does need to gain some type of affirmation from the males on this planet. So maybe
yes.
he's trying. That's his campaign. Let's like Beavis and Butthead. I don't know. But I mean, I remember liking that show in high school. You're still gonna watch it or?
Absolutely. I think it's hilarious. In fact, I have obtained numerous episodes, and I'll just put it that way. And I've been watching them at the shop when I'm doing some repairs, and it's great because I haven't heard or listened to a lot of the episodes or seen them since since they've been were aired, and it's so long ago. I can't even believe how long ago it's been, and it's just as funny as I remembered it. Or maybe even funnier. I'm kind of rediscovering a lot of the episodes, and I love it. It's fantastic.
Okay. You know what? You know what I kind of picture it as. I mean, it is a very specific type of humor, but it's like watching The Simpsons for 8 seasons. They cancel it for 5 and then bring it back. Aren't you sick of that humor by now?
No, it's
or
really
do they
funny.
always come up with new creative stuff?
Yeah, okay. There's a lot of great stuff on there. There's a lot of really, really funny
stuff. That's big news, man. That's big news.
Yeah, I'm
same writers and everything.
I would assume so.
Don't assume so. They could totally butcher this.
They could definitely. It could be a complete and total bomb. Ren and Stimpy, when it came back, it wasn't so good. So I don't know. I mean, who knows until we see it? But Mike Judge, I think, was pretty much. Like, he was the brains behind the whole thing,
and he's doing it.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, it's either Mike Judge or nothing. I mean, they can't do without him.
I don't know. They can try.
Yeah, if they tried, that would be
funny to me. I mean, you can't put anything past these networks. It's all about ratings, like you said. They bring it back for 1 year. It gets enough ratings that people want to see what it's about. They realize it sucks, and then they cancel it. I hope they don't, but still.
Yeah.
All right, check this out. Went to eat breakfast the other day, and lo and behold, a car was driving through the parking lot. And I said, I got to get a picture of this. Whipped out my camera. Now, you know how on cell phone cameras, you press the shutter button, and I know mine, it waits a second before it takes a picture?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, mine does that too. This car was driving away. I had a little window between 2 trees that I had to guess when the car was going to come through those trees. At the exact moment, I had to snap the picture. And in a feat of just photographic skill, I got a perfect view of this thing. Let me see if, here we go. There it is. So let me see if this will play. Here it is. Okay, that is the car that I saw. That looks like a Crown Victoria with the biggest wheels. That's not a truck. It's not even a monster truck.
Cool.
It's a freaking...
It's a monster car.
It's a Crown Victoria with giant wheels, with really low profile tires, giant rims, and super low profile tires. The car is a piece of crap. Those wheels probably cost 20 times more than the car. I think that thing's ridiculous looking. I think it's ridiculous looking. And it's just an exaggeration of a lot of those other cars with the big rims that I think are just so stupid looking. Now, I feel like the old codger, like am I getting to the age where I think that's stupid? Is that thing actually cool? Is that cool to people?
I think it's cool because it's so crazy. You know,
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
it's gotta
cool.
be fun to drive.
I guess so. But you know what? Like, I thought trucks. I think trucks with big ass tires are cool because they're tough. You know, the tires are huge. It's like manly. It's like you can run over cars. These big wheels with big rims and low profile tires on the crappiest cars.
Yeah.
I think it's just plain stupid looking. And
there's got to be more meat on those treads and everything. Yeah, I totally agree with you. It's the concept is cool because it's so high up in the air and the wheels don't fit in the wheel wells, so it's like way underneath. And
no,
so
if it had truck tires on it, maybe that would be cool. Yeah, that would be cool. But what do you think about this? I mean, you got to see it up in New York, right? The rims keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. The cars keep getting crappier and crappier and crappier, and the tires keep getting thinner and thinner and thinner. Like to me, it keeps getting. I hate to say it, dumber, and dumber. You don't think so?
Well, I agree. I think of it in a different way, though. What really bugs me is they're pretty, these cars. They're like, these men are driving these cars to like attract women,
right?
But I've always felt this way. They look like they're like candy colored, and they're shiny and they're not. They're like hot pink and blues and purple on a car. Like, guys driving, to me, that doesn't make sense. I'm definitely one of the few, I think, and I always thought that's kind of lame. Like, that's not cool, you know. Or it goes really fast, but it sounds like a lawnmower. Like,
well, no, that's different. No, that's still you mean a lawnmower? You mean like loud, like really loud, or just
not lawnmower? Like a lawnmower. It sounds like you'd expect to hear some kind of major rumbling going on. Like but it sounds like a weed whacker.
Yeah.
Or a lawnmower. It sounds like or it has this like weird like wall, like a weird. That's awful to me. It's just silly. To me, that's not manly or cool. What's cool is the muscle cars.
Yeah,
I
think that's
rumbling
cool.
Freaking engines and the engine's so freaking big. I don't know anything about cars, and everybody's gonna realize that right away. Well, the engine's so big that it's coming out of the hood. They had to cut a hole for the hood, and so it sticks out. That's just cool.
Yeah,
I mean, that's cool. And they're always black. I mean, they're always.
it's a whole other dynamic. That's like the testosterone car.
Yes.
These, it's like if somebody bought all the money's going towards the wheels in these cars. It's like the car is a piece of crap usually and it's an attempt to be a nice car, and they just put all the money into the wheels to make it badass.
It's a Honda Civic, but it's
like a beat up Honda Civic, a 1993 Honda Civic with giant wheels. I can't bash it. I mean, it's the attempt of people who don't have a ton of money to buy a complete automobile to buy nice wheels and just at least have that. So I got to give him that, but this is ridiculous. The car is a piece of crap. I could, I could understand if that was like a BMW 500 series or something like that, or like an Audi. You know how badass that would be? That would be cool, but not a beat up Crown Victoria with a blue door. Sorry, doesn't happen. Not happening for me.
I had a Crown Victoria with the police package and everything and all that stuff. And
was it actually Police Interceptor?
Yes, it was, and it was really cool for those reasons. It was beat up. It was the end of its life, that kind of thing. But I still had it. I loved it. It was humongous. I mean, it was just enormous. It was the biggest car I've ever owned. But that thing had a big gas tank, and you can almost just step on the gas and watch. Even with the big gas tank, you can almost watch the gas needle just slowly sinking to the ground. It was unbelievable. It had a full-size spare, and you could fit like 3 or 4 of your friends crouching in the trunk.
That's great.
It was unbelievable. It was pretty cool. We didn't have it for a little while.
Yeah, I was curious. I was always curious to see how they were. That's how I imagined them to be.
You get a Crown. I never really always wanted a Crown Victoria. The opportunity came to me. It was too good to be true. Kind of a deal. And I was like, oh, okay. And I just pounced on it because it was a big car, and I like big cars. And then I got it. And then once I got it, I realized that it's awesome. the bench seats. I mean, everything's right. It's just awesome. Everything's great about it. I really liked everything about it except for the gas mileage and the fact that whenever you went behind anybody, they immediately thought I was a police.
Yes, yeah, which would suck because they're going to slow down.
Yes, exactly. That's right. So I can't tell you how many times I had to go around everybody with this thing because you get behind somebody and they immediately drop it to the speed limit. You're like, oh.
I would think that you're a cop too. It was white?
No, it wasn't white.
Oh, you could really mess with people though. You could really mess with people.
Well,
pull over.
it didn't really work too well when they saw that the hood was faded. You know?
Yeah,
like,
okay. I got you. Right. Well, at night it would work at night.
Oh yeah, it worked really well. Well, too well at night. It was really pissed me off.
All right, man. Let's do one more. What you have? I'll do something, and we'll do what do you like? What don't you like?
Sure.
What do you want to talk about?
Oh, actually, I did have this. Oh, you know what? Actually, I read this book. I have a video, but you're not queued up for it, so I forgot I had it.
Send it. I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm good. I got the method down. Let's see if it works.
This is.
I realize the only thing I can't do is I can't go YouTube full screen. As long as I'm not full screen, I'm okay. You can post it in the Justin chat.
Okay. I'll talk it up first. This video. This is what happened. Was everybody this is kind of a big little niche thing for retired people who have plenty of time on their hands. There's a problem out there with bird feeders. Bird feeders, everybody wants a squirrelless bird feeder. A bird feeder where they can feed the birds and not have to feed the squirrels, because the squirrels go in there and just make a freaking mess of everything. They chew everything, destroy everything, and they eat all the seeds, knock them all on the ground, and the lovely birds that everybody wants don't come because they're all missing. So what people were trying to do is make squirrelless bird feeders, and in the pursuit to make squirrelless bird feeders, they all these gadgets and contraptions, and it was always a big fight. Never really could keep the squirrels out. So then that whole subset spawned this thing where people would actually create these crazy long contraptions where squirrels would have to go through them.
So awesome! Like they would purposely make squirrel obstacle courses.
Exactly, that's what I was looking for.
Yeah. All right. Well, I got to. Should I play it, or do you want to keep?
Go ahead.
Okay, I got it queued up. Let's see what happens here. It does have sound, right? Let me. It does. I have to unplug my.
It's just music.
Well, let me unplug my Toontastic sound system, plug in the YouTube sound system, and try this again from the top. Here we go. Go, squirrely, go. Get the hell out of here. Wait, okay. That's amazing. That's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I'm not kidding. Great? That is amazing. But what? Man, was that like a trained squirrel? Had to be.
No, it's regular gray garden variety squirrel.
All right.
Squirrels do anything for nuts.
Yeah, but that the squirrel looked like he's done it before. Maybe
he probably has.
It's like he got certain ways and fell down and kept going back and trying and trying. That was amazing. All right, it's called Mission Impossible Squirrel. It's on YouTube by Red Alert 258. If anybody wants to see it, and it was, first of all, the contraption they made was awesome, especially the part where he had to kind of row that little red thing down the chute.
Oh yeah, for anybody listening on audio that's obviously not seeing this, he goes through a whole obstacle course. He goes through a tube, he goes through a sock, he goes through like a, what was that? It looked like a what would you, like a rocket, but it wasn't a rocket. It was almost like a little like a little roller coaster.
Right,
inside
like a little
tube.
roller coaster. And then it was like there's all kinds of pinwheels and ramps and jumps. Dude, that was awesome. I mean, the fact that it's cool that they made it. I think that they made it was a freaking awesome thing. But the complexity and the fact that the squirrel did it, it was brilliant. It was a good link, dude. I like that.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun to watch.
All right, on a less fun note, I don't mean to bring it down, but it's not as fun as that. A lot of times it's hard to top the crap you bring. But did you hear about Bing cheating as far technical quotes cheating as far as their search results with Google? Did you hear about that whole story?
I heard a little bit about that.
Get this, Google, right, had a suspicion, as from my understanding, had a suspicion that Bing was using their results. Whatever Google's results were, you could find the same results on Bing. Not because Bing has a similar algorithm, because Bing was taking what they found on Google results and putting it in their search engine.
Oh my God.
So Google made these fake links, basically, where you could type, like, say somebody typed into Google XYZ JX255, right? They would make on that search result, whenever somebody typed that, they would make, let's say, podnutz come up as the first link on their search result, which meant that there's no way if you type those gibberish characters into Google, you'd get podnutz come up, right? But they did it. They planned it, like, just so that would happen. So if somebody types in that exact string of characters, podnutz would come up. And they did it for about they did it for 100 different things. Just you type in total nonsense into Google, and a certain link will come up if you type that nonsense in exactly every time. 14 days later, after they started putting this into their algorithm there, or their indexing, if you went to Bing and you typed in those nonsense characters, podnutz would come up, or whatever site that Google had programmed would come up on Bing. So basically the only way Bing could get those results is if they got them from Google, because there's no algorithm that would produce that same result. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they caught them. And it says Google said it has evidence that Bing is copying. Sorry, video guys. I lost your audio for a second. The allegations came after the company completed the investigation, and they called it Bing Sting. Google engineers made 100 nonsensical queries and inserted fake search results for each of them. Within a couple of weeks, the same results began to appear on Bing search results. Microsoft denied that Bing search results are copied from Google. Harry Shum, vice president of Bing, stated that Bing uses multiple approaches with regards to the ranking of search results. They use various input signals to help rank the sites. Google said that it's plain and simple cheating on the part of Bing. Google engineers noticed that sites from Google search results would appear in Bing. Anyway, blah, blah, blah.
Is it illegal?
No, it's not illegal. And, like, you know what Bing could say? Sorry, guys, life isn't fair. They could say that. But it's just bad PR for the company. I mean,
Jesus. That's pretty rough.
There actually is a video. I didn't see it. I only heard about it, where Google and Microsoft sat down and they accused them publicly of doing this. Let me see what comes out.
It reminds I wonder if anybody who matters, like which is just a regular Joe Schmo, regular public, right? It doesn't matter to them, I'm sure. So then, does it matter? You know what I mean? Ultimately,
I don't know. It's like,
if it's not against the law.
I don't know if it. I don't think it's against the law. I mean, it can't violate any patents. Their search results aren't copyrighted, I don't think. I don't think it's against the law. So, Bing, they might have had a better shot at saying it's not against the law rather than saying we didn't do it. They're saying we didn't do it.
Well, that's silly.
There is this video here.
Problem is, why aren't you making progress? They said, Professor, try doing the search. And
yeah, it's 40 minutes. I don't.
Okay, that's huge. Right? It's like zillions of times bigger than Britannica. It's only 3.5 million articles. Like, okay, well, what about?
Yeah, it's 40-minute video on it's called Big Think. Anyway, that I'd have to dig through it to find the exact part, but I'm pretty sure that they almost got in a little scuffle about the whole thing.
Spat.
Yeah. Anyway,
Wow.
I thought that was neat. I love that Bing had the balls to do that. Put it
That's
lightly.
amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, what did they think? They were not going to get caught?
No,
and then
man.
they're unprepared for the reaction, which is even sillier.
To me, that's typical Microsoft. think things through completely like that.
Yeah, they're not 3 steps ahead. They're
Yeah,
just,
exactly.
they just figured out the first step. They're worried about
Exactly.
the consequences later.
Right.
You know, like the whole, like, I hate to bring it up, everybody, because everybody's heard of it for a million years now, but the whole Netscape debacle, that IE Netscape thing, it's like they did it, and then they didn't think there was gonna be a backlash or a lawsuit, or they just, like, they
I
didn't really
don't
think that
know.
far ahead.
Seriously, I don't know how they think. If I was running Microsoft, I'd take it in several different directions than what they did. I would go different directions. But it depends on what they want to achieve. If their bottom line is they're making tons of money, so they're doing something right. Every time I get mad and bash these companies and say that was stupid, they're making tons of money. But if they make enough dumb mistakes, then they're not going to be making tons of money. So they're still doing enough stuff right. As long as they do more stuff right than wrong, they're going to be all right. All right. What did you have anything else before we do? What do you like? What don't you like? Or do you want to go right into that?
Actually, I have one thing. Oh, yeah. No, I'll just go right into it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's late.
What do you want to do?
I have. This is what I like. This is for a little theme here. It's called this guy. This is pretty funny. This is what happens. Another thing, when you have when you're retired and you're home and you're you get some time on your hands when you're retired, right?
Yeah.
So you get to do and explore, niche little weird things and kind of take it to the umpteenth level. And this is what happens when you have a hobby and and you let it go a little out of control. Check this out. This is cool. And it's another squirrel thing. It's called the name of the website is called photographingsquirrels.com. And if you go there, this guy, he has a affinity for squirrels, lots of time on his hands, and he likes vintage cameras. He likes to collect and buy all these, like, really old cameras. And so what he does is, this is what this guy does. He sets up one camera, and I think he puts on a remote or zooms in or whatever it is. Then he puts a vintage camera in the grass in, like, a park, and then he puts nuts right near the vintage camera. And then he takes a picture, a very strategic picture of the squirrel, a wild, field squirrel that comes up to the camera, and he tries to make it so that it looks like the squirrel is setting up a shop with this vintage camera.
How many of these does he have?
Oh, he's got over 70 on the site. And if you click around, you'll if you go to that link that I posted, you click on that, you just click at the bottom. It says photo pages. Each photo page is just another one, and it tells about the camera, the vintage camera, and
are you getting the video that are you getting the video back to you on Skype?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now I went to picture number 2. Wow.
Isn't that great?
What did you Google squirrels this afternoon or something?
No, I've known about this site for a while, for a really long time. This has been around a while, and I don't know how I stumbled upon it, but I thought it was really funny when I saw it. It makes me laugh because it's so funny how many squirrels this guy has, and he even in some of them is other creatures in some of them.
This is just weird.
It is weird, but some of them are really good.
They're great shots. I mean, they're professionally taken. It's just the whole content of the shot.
It's always a squirrel. Not all. Well, occasionally there's another creature.
That's that's probably my favorite one. The one
that's
with the Canon camera. It's number page 8. It's just I applaud this man finding 2 things that he likes, combining it in a creative way, having it out there for everyone to see, and sharing it with all. It's crazy. It's just nuts.
His name is Scott Allen Johnson, and one of his little lines in the site is, "There's nothing better than sharing your hobby with another species."
That's pretty cool. Scott Allen Johnson, man, good site. I like it. We gotta get him on the show.
He's not under 50.
Let's see. There's got to be an About Me link here. Bio. There's Scott Allen Johnson. Yeah, he looks over 50. Very cool. I like it. Brilliant site. I couldn't think of a better site than that. I like it more and more by the second.
Yeah.
All right. What I like. This is going to sound cheesy. Again, you bring something that's awesome. I trying to eat a little bit better. And a snack, I found a great snack that I could just eat and not feel overly bad. That's, building up calories, or it depends what kind of diet you want to be on, the protein or the calorie diet, whatever. Here's what you should do. You buy a bunch of raw cashews. Raw cashews are better because they just taste better. You put them in the fridge, okay? And you buy a thing of blueberries. And you basically want to get an equal proportion of cashews to blueberries when you're buying them. And then for a snack, you take them out, and you put one cashew in your hand and one blueberry in your hand. You pop it in your mouth, and you eat that. And then you repeat and repeat. It's a great snack. And the way the blueberries taste with the cashews, just a splendid flavor, let me say. Splendid flavor. It's better than eating chips. It's better than pretzels. It's better than all kinds of that processed crap. You got a good fruit. You got a good nut. Mix it together. It's almost as good as Reese's chocolate and peanut butter. It's a great snack. I've been eating it a lot lately. So just wanted to share that with everyone.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I heard some of the bodybuilders, they get what is it? They eat just unseasoned chicken, right? It's just kind of awful, right?
Yeah.
When you think about it. But then what they do is they get this there's this no fat, no calorie, peppery butter spread thing. It's like a little squeeze bottle that you spray, and they use that stuff and they love it. I've heard about it multiple times.
Really?
So they get they just plain rice, the chicken, and that stuff, and they love it. That's what they have almost exclusively, which is a little nuts.
Well, I got to tell you, I'm not following. I talked about this on another show. I can't remember. I'm not really following the calorie thing anymore. I listened to Paul Thurrott, and the way he talks on Windows Weekly, and the way he talked with such certainty that this is scientific fact, made me buy the book he was talking about. It's by I can't remember the guy's name. It's basically called Why You Get Fat and What You Should Eat, or something like that. Gary Taub, I think, is the author. Taubes, and it's it's on the same lines as the Atkins diet, where it doesn't matter. Basically, here's the gist: you get fat basically based off. You get fat if you eat foods that make you fat, and there's certain foods that don't make you fat, like protein and fats don't make you fat. Carbohydrates make you fat. This is exactly how Paul said it. So I'm paraphrasing, but I'm also copying. That's how he said it. And I bought the book. I read it, and there's 100 different case studies of places where it's quote proven that societies that follow a certain diet where it's just fully carbs or high carbs, they get fat, no matter how little or how much they eat. They don't overeat the carbs. They're just eating carbs, and it's making them fat. So
yeah.
I went to a really high protein diet, and I enjoy the food, man. I hope it works because I enjoy eating protein. I enjoy eating meat and fish and cheese and milk, and that stuff is good, man. It's like my Italian blood likes that stuff. And so I know there's different diets for different regions. It may work for different people, but I feel like I'm a meat eater, And I've tried different diets. I don't really stick to them. So I'm just enjoying this. And I think as long as I'm enjoying what I eat, and I'm losing weight, then I will continue to be on it. It won't even be considered a, quote, special diet. It's just what I eat. That's just what I eat. And I hope it works. So, but that's the nut thing with the blueberries. That's the most carbohydrates I eat, that snack. That's the highest in carbohydrates of the stuff that I eat. So I still like it. That's a good little snack. Anyway, you can check out that book and let me know what you guys think. But it's something I'm applying to myself the last couple of weeks, and I did lose a couple pounds on it. So see how it goes. And know what the thing is? When I did the Jenny Craig diet, I lost a lot of weight, but I didn't have energy. I didn't feel like working out. At least with this, I have energy and I feel like working out. So
that's cool. Because you feel better.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you don't feel because I've always noticed that really high fatty foods, it just sucks your energy out of it, especially sugary. There's a lot of fast foods and stuff that has a lot of sugar in it.
That's the thing. The carbs. Fat is not sugary. Fat is not fatty.
Oh, it's the carbs, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, this is the school of, people think that because fat is called fat, when you eat it, it will make you fat. But fat doesn't really make you fat. Carbohydrates make you fat.
Mm.
So it's not like I don't eat low-fat food. I just eat food with low carbs.
Yeah.
I'm not going to explain the whole book. What don't you like?
I'm getting I'm getting really sick and tired of the Geico commercials. Am I the only one? I hope I'm not the only one. Because
I'll tell you what, if I kept watching TV for the last month, I would agree with you. But I haven't seen one in a while. What are they doing? What are they doing now?
It's just I just feel like it's just being bombarded by them, and they're really really annoying. And they're like not that funny. They're just kind of like the first time you see it, you go, okay, like it's like kind of all right. It's like enough to me, not even like a half a kind of chuckle kind of thing.
Yeah,
not a full chuckle, like a partial chuckle.
Right.
And you go, okay, that was slightly interesting.
So it was crappy from the start.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, not that great, and then not funny, and not something you want to like. There's some things that are funny where you there's some things there's funny out there that makes you laugh the first time, and then you're just done with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's some laugh really hard, and then you're done with it. And then there's some things that are so funny that you get funnier and funnier and funnier as you think about them or as you see them each time.
And that's not the Geico commercial.
No, it's got a very short shelf life.
Which one? Any one in particular, or
all of them?
You mean the ones with the gecko?
The ones with the gecko, the ones with the guy saying, what was it? The guy with the slick back hair saying, with the little pig. The one that was the straw that broke the camel's back for me. It's the little pig one.
You know what I feel
drives me nuts.
Very, very unoriginal of them is they're using that video service now with the little animated characters that made a lot of videos on YouTube popular, like the iPhone 4 versus the Evo video. It's called Extra Normal. That site Extra Normal, extra with an X, XTRA Normal. You make these little cartoon characters, and you just type in what you want them to say, and they'll talk, and they'll take care of all the production, the camera views, and all this stuff. You just type in what you want them to say. Did you ever see that site?
No, I never heard of it before in my life.
Well, if you see Geico commercials now, they're using those guys, except they're having them say stuff that's not funny. They're having them say stuff that's just stupid.
Yeah, it's kind of funny the first time you see it in like the funny of the like the low funny, like the kind of funny, like it's not like it's that's right. Funny because he said, my superpower is that I get to stand in one place for way too long, looking awkward. Okay, that's kind of funny the first time you see it, but the problem is they're buying so much commercial space that they're just oversaturating the same stupid message, which is the same stupid line. And how many times do you have to hear, like, if some comedian, said something that's halfway funny, like, I just flew in from Chicago and boy, my arm's tired. You go, the first time you hear that, you go, oh, yeah. And then you hear the same joke.
Right.
I just flew in from Chicago, boy, my arm's tired. I just flew in from Chicago, boy, my arm's tired. And you just go, shut up. You know what I mean? It just makes you mad after a while.
Yeah.
So I don't maybe I'm wrong.
No, wrong? What? No, you're so right.
Okay,
I'm not saying you're wrong. You're so right.
Maybe I'm wrong because maybe the ads are working and that's why they're still airing them.
It doesn't matter. You're right in not liking them.
Okay, they should all be burned alive.
Exactly. My thoughts exactly, Steve. Couldn't have said it better myself.
If you're gonna put like 30 commercials per hour, at least make them like all different ones. At least, you know what I mean? Bombarding somebody with the same commercial over and over again is just,
especially if it's not funny,
and raging. Yeah. Or even if it's not funny, even if it's just a stupid like, hey, look at this car, you want to buy it, now buy it. Right? You just over and over again, you just want to throw something at the TV.
All right, man. You want to know what I don't like?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you why I don't like it, and then you tell me why I don't like it. I don't. All right, ready? I don't like green bananas.
Because they're unripe.
And why would I not like unripe bananas?
Because unripe bananas are gross.
Because you can't eat them. Don't you hate when you go to the store and you buy green bananas? Don't you hate that?
Why would you buy a green banana?
Sometimes it's all they have. A lot of time. You never went to the store and bought green bananas?
I don't like bananas, so I don't buy them.
lot of people buy green bananas. It's as bad as buying something online.
I just wouldn't buy them.
Yeah, but what if you need bananas or you want bananas? That's all they got.
Well, you know how they do the whole banana thing, right? They actually pick them really like unripened, and then they bring them into these crazy big rooms, and I think they heat them up, the rooms, and it makes them ripe like quicker. Yeah.
Well,
it's like artificially ripened.
They don't do that on the truck because a lot of times you go to the store, all you have is green bananas. And I hate green bananas. Sometimes you buy green bananas. Some people buy green bananas because they know they're ripe, and then they take them home and they let them ripen. No, because they know they're unripe. They're fresher. They have the illusion of being fresher. And then you come home and then you have to wait a couple days where you could eat your freaking bananas. I don't like that.
I think you have to put them in the sun or something. That's what I think.
Dude, no. Oh, you mean like at the store?
No, when you get them. Like, I think you put them in the sun and then they become ripe, I think. I don't know, though.
No. You just wait.
No.
You just have to wait. That's all I would
You just have to wait and just look at them.
Mm-hmm.
But that's kind of maddening if you want to eat something, but you can't because you have to wait for it to turn.
Hence my dislike.
Don't buy them. To go to a different store. You did it to yourself by taking it, picking it up.
Guys in the chat room, is it tell me, is it common to buy green bananas? I would say that if I had to do a poll, I'd say 80% of people who go buy bananas, they buy green ones. See? Aladzo says yes. Tech Adventure says yes. That's what people do. They buy bananas when they're green.
Okay.
But I'm with you. It's like, why is it accepted to buy green bananas? Because you have to wait to eat them. Dude, okay, we're going too far on this. Thank you guys in the chat room. Simpson HCS says he buys yellow. Tech Adventure says you buy in green and then they ripen or ripen, as Tech Adventure says they ripen. Tech Head PCs, you let them ripen. No, but the problem is, I don't like to wait. That's why I don't buy stuff online. It's like, I don't care if you overnight it to me. I have to wait to get it to the next day. If I want to eat a banana, if I go to buy bananas, I want to be able to eat them now. Okay, I got to stop talking about this. It's just getting carried away.
This is what you do. You go to the store every single day and you buy green bananas. Every single day, right? And then in 3 days, you'll always have a ripe one ready.
It's a good one. Or PC Freddy has a good one. And this is an argument that's not valid for PC Freddy. He says, go back in 2 days when they're ripe. Did you ever try doing that?
They're gone.
They're gone. They have more green bananas out there.
I think the reason why you're finding a lot of green bananas is because people aren't buying them. They're buying only the yellow ones. So every time everybody sees a yellow one in the pile, they grab it and run.
I don't think so. I don't think people buy yellow bananas because they're not as fresh as green ones. I seriously do.
Okay.
Write in and tell us. Write in, mail at podnutz.com. Let me know what colors your bananas are when you buy them and why.
And be sure to put in the subject, banana conspiracy.
Yeah, banana conspiracy. Better yet, send us a voicemail. 707-6-PODNUT. Tell me what color your bananas are. All right. Let me plug Lalo's site here. You guys know Lalo. He's been on a couple Nutz at Nights. He's been on. He's a co-host of PodNutz Pro. If you go to betterpctech.com. Oh, let me pull it up on my site, the next machine here. Betterpctech.com, or you could listen to Steve D typing it in.
Yep.
Click, 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 click. It's definitely an IBM. It sounds like actually sounds like a stock IBM keyboard.
It's not. It's a Dell piece of crap that's really filthy.
Oh, serious? I thought it was a laptop. I thought it was your laptop.
No, here we go.
That's a napkin. Oh, yeah, I hate that. Well, actually, they weren't bad keyboards. I remember them. And those were definitely either Chipotle or Dunkin' Donuts napkins. Tell me I'm wrong.
Chipotle!
Yeah, baby. I knew it. Okay, back to Lalo's site. Better PC... You know what? I think I forgot to shoot the camera view when you did that. I saw it, but nobody else saw it. BetterPCTech.com. You want to become a better PC tech, better PC repair technician or IT guy? Lalo put together these actually amazing videos where he goes over scripts and different techniques that he uses. He's a smart guy. Different techniques that he uses to speed things up, to get things done faster. You'd be amazed how much you can automate. He has a program he uses where he writes these scripts and automates things that I'm sure most of you guys sit there in front of your computer like this and go, oh, man, 2 more hours of this crap. Check it out. Go to betterpctech.com. There's also some bonus videos that cover some other cool stuff that you just can make. You can actually could really boost your business. I'm telling you. If you go to the site, you'll see a testimonial from me on there. The main thing I say in a testimonial is he's charging too low for this product, and I do believe that. So I'm going to keep trying to convince him to raise the price. So if you buy him before I have a chance to do that, you'll probably get him cheaper than, I don't know, a week from now or so. I don't know. But go to the site, watch a sample video there, support Lalo, and hope you like what you see there because I've seen the videos. The product's awesome. All right,
Cool.
betterpctech.com.
This is great.
Yeah, it's a really good site.
It's so cheap. It's $40 for everybody out there. It's really, really cheap.
Yes.
That's ridiculous, actually.
I know.
What's he thinking? This is so much better than 40
it's like,
bucks.
Chris, like whenever you see that, you got to think to yourself, Chris, where are you,
Yes.
Chris? We need you fast.
But why is Lalo pricing this so low? Does he have self-esteem problems? I love Lalo.
All right, man. Where can people find you?
You guys can you can follow me on Twitter, and I'll follow you back. And I do read everybody's tweets, by the way. I miss a few here and there, and I get a little too busy. I can't reply to something that I really like and everything. But
What did I tweet? What did I tweet today?
I've been off of Twitter today, that's for sure. I've been racing around trying to make it. I had so much to do today; it's unbelievable. But yeah, so most days I'm all over Twitter. It's my new favorite thing. It's been my favorite thing for a while now. So I'm SMD Steve on Twitter.
Cool.
And I follow everybody that follows me. And you can also check out my blog, which is stevendmico.com. I just posted, for anybody that missed it before, I posted the rates for Best Buy and also a video of their Best Buy process. And also I'm going to be posting video, not video, but posting my own pictures of some of the bulbs I've been yanking out of these panels. I started taking a picture of a few of them so you can see what it looks like. Because you know the bulb's blown inside a panel, but you ever wonder what it looks like? I actually have some pictures of them.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Definitely check that out. That's at Steve's site, stevendmico.com. All right, guys, that's going to be it for Nutz at Night for tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. Buy those bananas. Let me know. I actually want to know what's going on with that. Please report back. We'll see you next time.